Hello guys, I'm Sonny Clement and I welcome you to Medex. The work environment is continually evolving and changing rapidly, creating new challenges and opportunities for companies in Nigeria, Africa and other parts of the world. Traditional work cultures are no longer obtainable as the landscape of work is redefined by advanced technologies, new societal values, changing demographics and rapid globalization. In this podcast, I will share how these four forces are reshaping the business environment and creating a significant need for more flexible ways of working. I want to start with the first one, advanced technologies. I'm sure you would agree with me that in the last 60 years, the cost of performing standardized computational tasks has significantly reduced a trillionfold. As a result, many of the recurring roles that employees once performed have become automated, while other functions have become more complex and global in scope. In the context of this increasing sophistication, legacy work models are challenged. The growing pressures of working life are causing more people to manage their own time, while technological development enable new forms of productivity independent of office-based work. The fact is that technology is creating opportunities for new forms of collaboration, changing not only where we work from and how we work and who we work with. The increasing need to collaborate with people in different time zones and other companies demand flexibility and agility. Complex and independent tasks can now be highly choreographed even when untethered from a physical location. New technology platforms offer advanced knowledge sharing capabilities that transcend territories and business silos. The second is new societal values. Likewise, in this part of the world, there is a growing demand for work to have meaning and purpose. Several kinds of research have shown that employees are more likely to find meaning in a company if they have some power over their work conditions and can work in more agile ways. The desire to shape work into something personally meaningful is creating an internal democratic push within companies. Employees seek to take greater responsibility for their working styles and personal development. Accommodating this democratic push requires flexibility and depends on trust. Number 3 is constant changing demographics. Each generation brings with it new approaches to work. Most recently, the entry of Generation Y into the workforce represents the first cohort who have grown up within a connected world of social platforms and sophisticated devices. They have grown into parallel with their time's rapid technological evolution and are now intimately connected to a new online ecosystem. The generation's social habits and behaviors differ substantially from generations before them. They have increasingly used text, email, Zoom, Facebook, and Twitter to communicate instantaneously with many people at a distance, and they are familiar with virtual communities and the power of collectives. Accustomed to rapid change, this generation will vent their frustration when confronted with traditional business inflexibility or inertia of a job that lacks upward mobility. For instance, in a recent study by Cisco, 45% of Generation Y employees claim that they would accept a lower paying job if it provided more flexibility on device choice and mobility. Last but not the least is rapid globalization. Over the last few decades, improvements in physical and virtual infrastructure have produced a truly global market. Though there is extreme diversity in terms of what consumers demand, there is a growing consensus about how these demands are met, both in Nigeria or beyond. Consumers are increasingly expecting 24/7 access to goods and services. A more global market requires the ability to connect and to understand consumers wherever they are and whenever they want, necessitating a 24/7 corporate culture to ensure business continuity and meet customers' expectations. Without flexibility working arrangements, this can create relentless work and time pressures, unpredictable workflows, tight deadlines, and overly fast-paced work. Guys, there's no doubt in my mind that these four forces are creating an urgent need for every organization to consider flexibility. Each factor represents a growing complexity level, and meeting this complexity requires a more agile approach to work. Thank you for listening. In my subsequent editions, I will be outlining how flexible working arrangement can meet this changing context by providing benefit that addresses each of these four forces. Therefore, do not miss any episode. Please click the subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload a new episode. Till next time, I remain your host, Sunday Clements.